Good morning. Good morning. Sorry for the delay. Welcome to Trading with Sergio. How is everyone doing? How's everyone's weekend? How was everyone's weekend? Mine was pretty uneventful, actually. I went out and did some deliveries, discovering a whole bunch of shenanigans. But this is not about that. This is about making money, if we can make money. Obviously, I'm going to share my account shortly. Um, so I don't know how many of you are here, but welcome to Trading with Sergio. So every Monday and Wednesday, 10 a.m. Today happened to be 11 because I had a meeting that went long, which I expected it to go long. That's why I scheduled the live stream for 11 a.m. Pacific instead of 10. So I'm here, and I will get into a few things. And then share my screen, and hopefully we can exchange some ideas, and maybe I'll add some positions. Chairman Powell is talking today, so and we'll see what he says. I'm pretty sure. Let's see what he said. Did he say anything important? Did the market move? Not really, just flat. Like I said, the headline of today's live stream: Manic Monday or full of action? So far, Manic Monday. I really haven't been able to pay too much attention, but I will now. Um, so going forward, Monday, Wednesday editions of the live stream is going to be called Trading with Sergio. I think it's a good title. Fridays are going to be called Power Hour. You guys will be able to see the thumbnail on the two and the differences. So the thumbnail is different. So when you guys get a notification, so please subscribe, please share, please turn on all notifications so you don't miss it. Because I don't want to talk to myself for an hour and a half or two. The other important thing is we'll be back on Wednesday, obviously, for Trading with Sergio at the regular hour, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. And on Fridays, Power Hour is again 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. I know we have about 9 or 10 members already, so memberships are available to the channel. Channel doesn't work on air. I think it'll be very well worth your few bucks a month. I'm not doing it to make the money, but obviously it helps to create content. And Chris is my YouTube manager here, as he is on the other channel. So channels don't work on air, but no, I do understand the tight budgets everybody have, but I think the information and education I'm providing here is definitely worth more than what we're charging. So grab yourself a membership, because the first members only live stream, which I will be able to put you on and see your faces actually, will be, let's give you the exact date, but then notifications will go out for those. I'm going to do 2 extra live streams a month. So the first one is going to be Thursday, coming up this Thursday, October 3rd. And the next one is going to be the 17th. So every 2 weeks, I'm going to do a live stream for members only. So if you want to participate in those, grab yourself a membership. And in those, obviously, I'll be able to share screens. Everybody can share their screens, ask me questions, more personal, one-on-one interaction, right? More like a tutoring session or a mentoring session. And I think it's definitely worth more than a Big Mac. And so with that said, you guys notice what kind of hat I'm wearing today? I'm not wearing a Barca hat, am I? What happened? Sad weekend, really. We lost our first game. Hadn't even tied. Go and lose 4-2. One of the reasons is we lost our goalie. He blew out his knee last week in a game. That's going to be a massive, massive, massive problem. As I said on the last Monday's live stream, I have been wearing Barcelona hats, different ones, but I have 2 favorites. I've been rotating between the 2 for 7 weeks. And it ended like everything ends. Although I did not expect to lose to a garbage team like we did. But then that's why sports are great. Why are sports great? Anyone can beat anyone on any given Sunday, Saturday, whenever the games are played. That's why I love sports. As predictable as it may be, it's also unpredictable, right? So we lost our first game. And we're still top of the league, but now it's tighter race. But then it's early, 8 games in out of a 38 game season. The other issue I'm having, if some of you are in LA, my Verizon is kaput. Kaput means broken in German. And I have no cell reception. Thank God to Wi-Fi. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to function. Emails, text, nothing is working. I went and looked at the Down Detector website. It says Verizon is having massive issues around the country. So I'm going, I don't care about I care about around the country, but I care about LA. Supposedly they are, but then if it discontinues, it keeps reminding me that my phone is not set up. I'm going like, what are you talking about? I had my phone for a year. It is set up. And then the Down Detector says there was a massive outage in LA between started at 8 o'clock this morning. And seems like it continues because I have a big X next to my 5G signal sign. So I don't know what's going on, but hopefully it ends, because if you don't have reception out there, how are you driving, right? I don't know. Although my daughter, who has an iPhone, I have a Samsung, she says she has no problems. I'm going like, is it a Samsung issue? I don't know. So luckily there's a Verizon store 10 minutes away. I'm going to drive down there after this and figure this out. Hopefully it's not my SIM card that's out, but I do hear a lot of people talking about the outage. What else? Yeah, I'm not wearing my Barca hat because we lost 4-2. You know, bad display of football. The other thing is, Chris is not here today, I'm pretty sure. But tomorrow we're going to have Show Me the Money. Last week, during Show Me the Money, I declared myself as a Buffalo Bills fan because he's a Buffalo Bills fan. And what happens to Buffalo? They were 3-0. They go to Ravens, Baltimore, and get smoked. I watched the highlights. I don't know. I mean, I know enough about American football, but I, 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 I think Ravens were a clearly superior team every facet of the game, and they looked the Baltimore defense like Swiss cheese. They made it look like Swiss cheese. So I know one thing. I used to bet quite a bit on American football with data analysis, obviously. But long story short, I don't. To me, a good defense with an adequate offense wins games. Well, Buffalo's defense looked like Swiss cheese with a good Swiss cheese with 1,000 holes in it. Whatever the Ravens offense wanted to do, they could do. So they couldn't stop anything, and they were off balance the whole game. But more importantly, I'm not wearing a Barca hat. We lost. We lost 4-2, our first loss. Now we're 7-1 for the season. So for some of you who don't know what Barca means, is Barcelona, the round football, the actual football, not the egg-shaped football. And not the game that goes on for 4.5 hours, but it's a 60-minute game. So you all can eat more hot dogs and drink more beer. I don't know. I get no joy out of that. Every 3 minutes there's a commercial. In my football, there is no commercial. You play the 45 minutes, you have a 15-minute break in between. Halftime, that's where all the commercials happen, and then another 45 minutes. There's no timeouts. There is no clock stoppage. You just play. You run for 90 minutes on a pitch that's not a lot, but definitely larger than an American football pitch. But yeah, we lost. So I'm kind of mourning. And then Chris, I'm sure, is going to blame me as bad luck for becoming a Buffalo fan and Buffalo losing their first game. Nothing to do with it. I don't know. If they keep playing the way they did yesterday, though, they are going to lose a lot more games. So I will give them a hard time tomorrow. So the other thing I want to do is I want to talk just a few seconds about I like the Monday shows because I can talk to you guys about what economic data is coming out this week. which is important. You guys need to pay attention to that. And so today, Fed Chair Powell is speaking. I think he's already spoke or speaking. Let me look at what he said. Powell indicates further rate cuts, but insists the Fed is not on any preset course. You know what I have to say to that? What are my two favorite words on the other channel? Hocus pocus. And yeah, market's kind of flat, S&P down a little bit. I'll look at my positions. I have puts on S&P expiring October 18th, as you guys know, but then I will put the positions up in a second. Yeah, Dow's down 150, S&P down nothing, 5 points, 0.09%, NASDAQ down 11 points, 0.06%. So, as the title correctly suggested, I scheduled this like a couple days ago. I said Manic Monday or full of action. Manic Monday it is, but you guys notice what's happening in China? The Chinese market is absolutely flying after the massive rate cut, which I call China is panicking. But then initially, these massive rate cuts are good for the market, and then we'll see what happens. If the economy slows, these rate cuts are not going to do anything. But then markets are anticipating a soft landing all over the globe. When was the last time any of the Feds around the globe managed a soft landing? I think it was 1 out of the last 6, and the Fed pivot. So I don't think it's going to happen. But again, whatever market gives me, I trade. Yeah, I'll show you guys my position. So let's go through the list of. So Powell didn't say anything, nothing important. All right, so tomorrow, October 1, ISM manufacturing data. That's kind of important, actually. So pay attention to that. Then, oh wow, see, we're going to have some volatility. On Tuesday again, we'll have the JOLTS job data. JOLTS, JOLTS. What does JOLTS stand for? Job Openings and Labor Turnover Survey. JOLTS. Here's another acronym, JOLTS. That's an important one that the Fed looks at. That's going to be important tomorrow as well. So they'll introduce some volatility. Wednesday, another important one, ADP non-farm employment data. That's very important. So a lot of employment stuff coming out this week. Let's see how they're going to revise all these numbers for last month, because usually they have a tendency of beating the numbers, expectations, and then next month they revise it. So pay attention if you're going to pay attention to these for revisions of last month. I'll bet you there will be a couple. ADP, by the way, is automatic data processing. They're the company that a lot of corporations use for paycheck processing. Okay, that's important. Wednesday also OPEC meeting. Not that important, really. OPEC is, whatever, not important. Thursday, wow, this week is all about jobs. Okay, so this week is going to be some volatility coming up shortly. Starting tomorrow, Wednesday. So tomorrow, JOLTS jobs data. Wednesday, non-farm employment data, important. Thursday, initial jobless claims. Let's see if they keep going up. They've been going up. Unemployment's ticking up. And Friday, September jobs report. Wow. Nothing about jobs this week. This week is going to set the tone for next week for sure. So pay attention. There's a lot coming up, because if the job numbers are softening, as much as Chairman Powell says everything is fine, inflation is fine, unemployment is fine, GDP is fine, everything is fine, but we're still going to cut the rates. No. So this is a huge week of economic data. So pay attention. So when your stocks move up and down, then you know why. So let me take a look at the chat. Only 8 of you here. Come on, people. You guys got to wake up and show up on Mondays. Why am I doing this otherwise? TKB, good morning. Mojotronics, good morning. Vic, good morning. Francisco Quintero, hey, good morning. I don't think I've seen you before. It's not about information. Let's see, make some money, man. Mojotronics, yes. Happy last day of September. Yes, this is the last day of the quarter, by the way. It's good, that's why the market's kind of flat, actually. All the exposure is done, probably. Yeah, Vic says they lost. No kidding. Yeah, they did. Both. Well, I don't care about. Well, I care now because I declared myself a Buffalo Bills fan, and they lost their first game. Week after that. I'm sure I'm going to get the blame somewhere for that one. Like I do, I get the blame for everything. So, but I was more interested in my team Barcelona losing their first game. It's like horrible. That's why I'm no Barca hat. But then we Zoom. Good morning, we Zoom. We Zoom likes this hat. I'm pretty sure. Mojotronic says finding it hard to get up at 6:30 opening. Yeah. Okay, then don't sleep. I used to do that quite a bit. Mojotronics. When I was in New York City, we would party all night and then change suits, and get in a smelly cab and then go to work. We used to pull a lot of those before the days of Red Bull. We didn't even have Red Bull. It was just good old coffee those days. Just load up. Yeah. Well, look, first hour, last hour is the most important hours in the stock market. So we can talk about all this when you come to our first members only. Memberships are there. Please grab one. Don't be cheap. And yeah, members only live stream coming up Thursday, October 3rd. You can't? You should try. You should not only visualize, maybe we could party. I don't know. I can still party. I can't drink as much as before, but yeah, trust me. Yeah. You know what my nickname was, guys, on the trading desk? You know what it was? Can you guys guess? Because I'm always calm and cool, ridiculously calm and cool under pressure, really. Because my wife hates it. She goes, "You have no emotions." I go, "What do you want me to do?" I mean, there's three things that I manage in life, right? So you have family, you have business, and you have friends. So they're like, "How could you be so calm or emotionless?" I'm going like, "I'm not. That's the way I treat things." Because a lot of people, treat things differently than me, and then they think I'm the abnormal one. I'm like, no, I'm the way I am. You have to accept the way I am. So okay, well, my desk, my nickname on the trading desk was Iceman, because you couldn't look at me at the end of the day and tell if I made $1 million or lost $1 million, because I have a very short-term memory. And number one. Number two, showing your, like, I think we Zoom plays definitely. Iceman, by the way, is from the first Tom Cruise movie, Top Gun. And I mean, what good is it? So there's in the household, I have this placard hanging because a couple of years ago, my daughter was applying to, she graduated from high school with 4.7 GPA as a valedictorian, and she was she was applying to all these colleges, Stanfords and UCLA's and Berkeley's and stuff, right? Rightfully so. I mean, she just killed it in high school, captain of the girls golf team, which won the LA City Championship 4 years in a row while she was there. Perfect student, perfect athlete, great. The household was an absolute disaster for months. I'm like, it's just, you people are stressing me out. I mean, I do more than all of you put together. You just gotta take it easy, man. You can't stress out about things. So I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit about the 3 stages of stress. Okay. Maybe I should go get that placard. It's still hanging in upstairs and downstairs. I have a 2-story house. So because of the stress that's going on in the house with the 2 women, my son is oblivious. He doesn't care what's going on. He's happy with his PS4, whatever. So I'm like, why are you guys doing this? And she goes like, am I going to get accepted? Am I going to do this? Am I going to do that? Is this good enough? Is this letter good? Is this? I'm like, you think you did your best? Yeah. Okay, well, that's it. We're done. So how could you be so not, you're not sensitive at all? I'm like, I am super sensitive to what you're going through. But then I go, so, talking didn't do it. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to hang these things. I went and even got it laminated at Kinko's and Velcroed it to 2 places in the house where everybody walks by a million times a day, right? So there's 3 stages of stress. There is pre-event stress, right? There is during the event stress, which is the most important thing for me. And then there's post-event stress due to the result of what happened during the event. Okay. So the household with the college application things happening was like super pre-event stress. I'm like, you have no control. You did your best. You're an amazing student in high school. You achieved so much. Now, circle of control. Remember that circle? Circle of control, circle of influence, circle of control. So just because I don't stress pre-event, people go, you don't care. I'm like, no, I care a lot. But I don't have time to stress before the event all the way, because the event could be like 6 months away. What am I supposed to do? Sit there and eat my, fingernails all day long? No, I have shit to do. It takes away from what I'm trying to do. So pre-event stress, you got to avoid. Okay? Definitely you got to avoid. During the event stress, I understand. Okay, that's fine. That's the only time I would stress about something. And then post-event stress, like let's say for trading, pre-event stress, you're about to get in a position, you're already nervous. I'm like, no, you're already lost. Don't even do it then. During the event, while the position is open, you're stressed out. Well, if you're stressed out, that means you didn't do the right thing from the get-go. If you're not comfortable with the position, that means you shouldn't have even done it. If you have that gut feeling immediately when you do something and you go like, oh shit, this is wrong. I'm like, don't do it. And number 3 is post-event stress, when you take a loss or a hit, right? I mean, okay, you lost, fine. Well, what's the point of stressing about it? There's a million other trades. So I don't do well with pre-event and post-event, but women somehow think I'm like not sensitive. They go like, you just, why do you do that? It pisses us off. I'm like, why is it pissing you off? It's not personal. That's the way I treat things. What am I supposed to do? Go crazy 6 months before something happens? And that may not even happen. I'm not even sure. So I was like, yeah, so trading is the same way. Yeah, Top Gun, exactly. Okay, so I'm gonna go share. So don't stress out, people. If it's out of your control, why you do the best you can, and then you move on. Because there will be events a lot. And as long as it's not health, as long as it's not a life-changing event that is not expected, I get it. I mean, stress is, look, first of all, stress in today's life, in this country or anywhere. Imagine stress. Okay, you guys want to talk about stress? How about you live in Gaza? Enough stress there? You can get blown away any second. You want to live with that stress? And Americans go, I'm so stressed. I'm like, you morons. You have no stress. Your stress is like today. My stress is my Verizon is not working. That's my stress. Oh, my stress is Barca lost. Really? You want to live in Lebanon? Huh? You want to live in Syria? I bet you none of us would last more than a day in any of those places. That's stress. You could get killed. Your life could end, literally, any second. Not because you're targeted, because some other jackass is next to you who's targeted and you're collateral damage. That's stress, people. So forget about stress. I mean, you have a bill due. I'm like, yeah, okay, fine. I have a bill due. What am I supposed to do? I did my best. Now, as long as you did your best and you couldn't come up with the goods, yeah, get the stress. But if you didn't do your best and you know from within that you didn't do your best and now you're in a pickle, that's on you. Don't play the victim. Don't go, oh, it's this one's fault. It's that one's fault. It's this one. No, I hate that victim society thing. You made your bed, you sleep in it. That's it. Take some responsibility and move on. Don't blame others for your misfortune. Granted, there are situations that happens. I get that. Right? You go for an interview, you run into an a-hole HR person. I get it. There are biases. I get it. However, that's all the pre-event stress, during event stress that you need to handle, learn a lot better how to handle. Because I believe if you have pre-event stress, post-event stress, during the event stress, you're chasing stress. You don't need to chase stress. Stress is chasing you already, every minute of the day. So don't chase stress. Stress is everywhere. I mean, who am I to give advice? But I'm just saying you live a little longer, I think, if you don't have anxiety issues or stress about stuff that out of your control. You have no control. Like a lot of people email me about the hundreds, thousands. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you have no control. You have no control with these companies that we're dealing with. You signed an agreement and you just abide by the rules. You have no control over what you can make. You have no control over anything pretty much other than on and off. Now, if that's control, fine. To me, I have accepted that I go, okay. Like I did some deliveries this week. It was horrible. But then I enjoy myself. I was watching YouTube in the car. I was answering emails. I was being productive. And it's just horrible when you pick up something and drive somewhere 15 minutes and they pay you $3. I'm like, how's this sustainable? How's this feasible for millions of people? What's happening here? So to me, handle stress. I could have gotten stressed. I could have said, "Oh goddamn, these companies, they just the worst." Turn the app off. Go home. That's it. That's how you end the stress right then and there. So, well, are you going to blame me for Buffalo losing because I became an official Buffalo Bills fan last week? Huh? Don't do it tomorrow. The other thing is, sir, look what kind of hat I'm wearing. Every Monday, I was wearing a Barcelona hat. Every Monday. Why am I not wearing a Barcelona hat? Because every Monday, on Sunday or Saturday, we would win the game. Well, this weekend was a horrible weekend. Not only Barca lost, so no hat, Buffalo got smacked yesterday. But we will talk about that tomorrow on the show. Dang it. So yeah, don't blame me because I'm usually good luck, not bad luck. So I'm gonna go to my screen. Let's see what's going on in the market. Okie dokie. I have my positions open for you all already. Let's go. Let's see what we're doing today. Well, we haven't done anything yet, but we will do some things. So these are all my positions carried from Friday. I sold something this morning. And market must be selling off. Look at my puts flying. Hello there, little puts. I'm profitable on my puts. The market's definitely flying. The market's definitely cracking. I can tell already. Anyway, so I have this lottery ticket, Hain Celestial. They're probably expired. Orsons have 300 of those calls at a nickel that I bought. They're still a nickel. No big deal. I have 4 NVIDIA calls that I'm keeping. I'll probably take a loss on those. I'm down about 575 on those. They're down to 273. Market must be really selling off hard, people. Let's actually take a look at that screen first. No, actually, Lunar, I had 30 calls. I sold 5 on Friday. Today I have 25 with a cost of $1. They're about $1.10. So I'm about even around $130 profit on those. I have 15 October 18th expiration, 565 puts with an average cost of 472. They're about 510. So I have about $600 gain on that. If you guys remember, I had 50 sleep number calls. I sold 10 more this morning at 160. I sold 10 on Friday at 170 because my cost was like 90 cents. They're 155, 165. I'm up about $2,000 on those. So my P&L today is about $1,000 upside. Overall P&L, not today. So not bad. Okay, what do we do? What do we need to clean up? Let's take a look at the market first before I do anything stupid. What happened here? Sleep number is 1803, up 28 cents. We don't care about sleep number. What's happening to this S&P 500? Ooh, definitely selling off. All right, maybe we'll add to our puts now. Watch out, people. Oh, shit. Look at that. They didn't like what Powell said, I guess. All right, let's make that chart big. Big, big, big. Okay, this is the S&P 500 daily chart. Let's look at the 2-minute chart. Yeah, they cracked it. Okay, on the bounce, we need to get into more puts. so you guys know. I have 15 puts. 15 of the 565 puts indexes at 569.07. It got down to as low as 568. Definitely rolled over. Let's look at the 10-minute chart. Yeah, we just broke. Okay. All right. Let's buy some more puts. I only have 15 of those, but let's look at the weekly 555 puts. Let's see if we can sell some against these 565s. Okay, so if you guys grab a membership coming on Thursday, I can explain all this because I know WeZoom is having a difficult time with this. WeZoom, I expect you to be there on Thursday at 10 a.m. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look at October 4th, which is Friday. October 4th, 555. If they're worth like 30 cents, I will take $500 out of those. And if by Friday or any other time, if the index is below that, index is 569, we're selling 555s. That's like 3%. Could it go there? Yeah, I don't care if it goes there. Then my puts will be like 12. That are 5 now. Well, let's look at 555s. Oh, what? 555s are 65 cents. We're definitely selling some now. Let's sell. Let's make sure we're selling the right thing. Nope, we're not selling the right thing. Definitely not the right thing. We're done. October 4th. Are we selling them? Are they really 60 cents? I expected them to be like 30 cents. What's happening here? Hold on a second, people. Let's make sure we're doing. No, yeah, this is the position right here. I have 15 long puts. They're $4.95. Cost is $4.73. So I'm up a few $100 on those. Okay, well, we're definitely selling these puts. 555, not 565. Are they really 60 cents? Oh, you're being sold for sure. 555. Yeah, let's sell those. IV20. Let's sell 5 at 60 cents, 5 at 65 cents. Against the position I have because I want to keep that position. So last time I sold them at 23 cents, so they expire worthless. So this Friday, if the index is not below 555, I will collect all this premium as well. So I'm about to send the order. Okay, 60 cents. Order is in. 555. Sell 5 more. They got as high as 81, so we're going to sell 5 more at 68 cents. Okay. Put the orders in. Maybe it'll happen while we're talking. And sell 5 more at 75 cents. Because they got as high as 81 today. That's juicy premium. Thank you for the premium. So my cost is actually less than 472 because I took in 22 cents on the last ones that expired worthless, so about 450. And the long ones are October 18th. These expire this coming Friday. All right, so the orders are in. They're down to 50 cents already. Market must be rallying back up because that's what they do. They get a whoosh and they run into, I can always change them. I still like them at 60 cents-ish, not below. Okay, so the orders are in on that one. Let's see what else we got. Okay, Lunar. Stock is 803. It's down today. Okay, we'll add to those in a minute. Although, gotta be careful. These are the Novembers now. Lunar and Sleep Number are Novembers, people. If you're following me, again, this is not trading advice, investing advice, none of it. Okay? So Sleep Number is, stock is 18. My options are 155, 170. I own 30 of them at 90 cents. 2100 plus PNL. I'll take it. Okay. we'll have the orders sitting there, but we'll adjust those. But at 60 cents, I'll start selling those calls against it. NVIDIA, that's the only losing position. Let's go a little more balance. Let's buy a couple of those at 259 low, 370 high. Let's buy a couple of those. Balance, people. Got to keep it balanced. October 18th, 125 calls. 280. Let's go for a couple for 280. Okay, we did that. So we put in some positions. Let's see if it's worth adding to Lunar. Probably not. Lunar. 803, down about 75 cents. No news. Okay. We'll have the Novembers. We'll have 25 of them. November 15th expiration. There's the position. I'm up nothing like 150, 120 bucks, something like that. This morning, okay. This morning they were as high as 130. Nothing really. Just I have 25 calls. I will add to them at $1. I'll add 5 at a time. Let's add 5 at $1. Accumulation. Okay, that order is in. And we'll add 10 at 90 cents. Oh, I'm doing a lot of trading today. Well, not a lot, but yeah, and then I'll take a look at my list. Let's see if there is something moving that I'm interested in. I add 10 at 90 cents. That order is in. Sleep number. Do we take that $2,000 profit? What do you all think? Do we? Not really. I mean, I'll sell them at $2 if it gets there. Let's put an order in, gift order. Let's sell 10. 10 at 190 if it gets there. That's why you got to leave like orders like this in, because you're not watching it every minute. You can leave it at the end of the day. It'll get canceled because they're good for the day. I'll sell 10 more at 2 if it gets there. See? Iceman, calm, cool, collected. Put the orders in. You never know. That's the good beauty of being a retail trader in today's market. Why? Because some algo will come in, sweep it to 18.5, it all gets sold, and then they'll sell into it, and then it'll go right back to where it needs to go. So being a retail trader actually has more advantages today, I believe, than it had my days of trading, because my days of trading, we were front running you. Today, it's like, and this sell 10 more at 210. So if we get a 50-cent rally, I'll be selling these. That's why. If I sold these at 192 and 210, stock needs to move 50, 60 cents to the upside from where it's at. That means what? That means double. I'll take it. Okay, so let's get back to the chart. Yeah, sleep number doing fine. No, not concerned. Just going sideways before it goes up. Okay, fine. Let's take a look at the S&P 500 and I'll go through my charts. Yeah, that's what they do. See, they run into this little whoosh, and then the algos are ready. There's just, snap it up. And that's what's been going on for a long time. There is dark pools that are sitting there. Definitely a dark pool at 570 that cracked it a little bit. That's what they do. That's why market doesn't go down. It's called the Fed put, although it's kind of rolling over on the MACD. I mean, I'm holding on to those October 18th puts for now. I will sell the October 4th 555s against it. Okay, so that's the S&P 500. This is the triple Qs. Nothing much. Apple was doing really well today. Let's go to the Mag 7. Yep, still up. Apple is looking nice. 231.75. Yeah, it looks nice. If it takes out 233, definitely going to make a new high. I don't want to go through all the mags, but I want to look at the stocks that I've been looking at. Okay. Let's look at a firm. I'm being careful with these. Yeah. $40. Hit 47. Pulling back on low volume. Let the MACD do its thing. Yeah, I'll be a buyer about 37. Patience. AMD. Oh, you know what? Let me take a look at Micron. AMD pulling back. All these stocks are above their 50-day, 20-day, 200-day. Alibaba, I think, hit 110 this morning. I lightened up some more on that on my long-term portfolio, about 108. I think it hit like 113, 112. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Pull back on Alibaba. Definite buy. If it pulls back 10 points here, 100, 98, 100, definitely get on it. What else? Kava is getting a little weak, kind of selling off, nothing major. I'm lightening on my kind of long-term position in Kava, so you guys know. Carvana up 3 today. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, man, sideways consolidation. Looks like a bull flag to me. First solar. Yeah, pull back to, yeah, if it pulls back to its, 20 EMA, 50 EMA at about 235, 238. Give it a crack. Not the strongest stock, but reasonable. Hain Celestial, my lottery ticket. I have October 18th calls. I like that pattern. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time for this to break out and go crazy, but stranger things have happened. I have 15 trading days left. I will keep my lottery ticket for now. But if this thing moves to like 9.5, those options will be 25 cents. That's like a 5x. Lunar. Let's see what happened to Lunar. Nothing sideways. Good. I'm a buyer. If it goes under 8, definitely buyer. Keep adding. Way above is 20. Way above is 50. It's just going to go sideways before it moves back up. MicroStrategy only down 5. Not too bad. On Friday, I'll talk about another surrogate that they wrote out on MicroStrategy. Ridiculous what's going on there. Micron down 5. Hold on a second. This may be in my buy range. Yep. 103. High of 114.80 couple days ago. Well, let's take a look at a couple of positions here. How do we play this one? Above is just coming back to his 200, which it broke out of. The 50 hasn't crossed the 200 yet, so that's the pure buy signal. And the 20 hasn't crossed the 50 yet. That's another pure buy signal. But anywhere here to 103, I mean, down to 100, 15-point pullback from the high. Good earnings. Gap at 96. I'm a buyer. I'm a buyer of Micron. Let's look at some options. November. So let's go to November. Give some time. Give ourselves some time. So the high, old high was 115. So that's my first initial target, the retest of the old high, right? So I'll be looking at 115 calls for November. $2. 250, 260, 264. November. These are November 15 people. Today's high is 4. Today's low is 257. Okay, I'm buying some of these. Let's start buying 5 at a time. Let's go 264. Okay, we bought 5 at 261, 260. Better price. Good. Let's buy 5 more. At 252. This is how you do it, people. Just scale in, scale out. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. So how much am I going to lose? So let's say I'm putting, my portfolio is like 86, 85, 83%, 85% in cash. So I have a lot of buying power. So I'm going to buy 5 more, scale down every maybe 10 cents or so, every 8 cents. So let's get to 245, 5 more at 245. I mean, I'm that kind of thinking stock pulls back to 100. All these will get filled today. If not, tomorrow I'll keep adding. So I'll scale in, I'll scale out, buy 5 more. Let's buy 20 for today if they all get filled in. 238, 237. All right. So we entered 20. We only bought 5. You can always change your mind by a higher price, but I think this pullback, I need to get in here. It is a decent trade. It's not a setup, but it's definitely a B setup-ish, B plus setup. Now, if the stock bottoms here, turns up, I will pay higher prices. But this is my starting point. Okay, that's how you build a position. Okie dokie. So what do we do? Did we buy NVIDIAs? No. Did we do anything? No. The S&P rally? Yes. Okay. Let's look at what we got. We got a lot of buys and sells, as you guys can see on the left side. We tried to sell those puts at 60 cents. That was the pullback. They're down to 38 cents. Crap. Dang it. Okay. We will have to lower those by the end of today to probably 45 to 50 cents. If it gets there, I'll take that 50 cents, lower my cost from 470 to 420s. I mean, those puts got up to 540. They're down to 410 already. That must be rallying. S&P just keeps rallying. Where is my buy on NVIDIA? 280, 286, 288. We'll leave it there for the next sell-off. We'll get it. My cost is 417. Okay, that's fine. Where is my buy on Micron? So I bought 5. I'm long 5 at 260.06. They're 264. Hey, I'm about 15 bucks. I can go get a Big Mac meal. Lunar 807, 808. I have orders. Where do I have my orders? So, and then I'll get back to the screen, answer questions. I have 5 to buy at buck, 10 to buy at 90 cents. Fine. And sleep number 1803, 1806. 155, 170. I'm still up 2100 on that. Okay. I have 30 of those on the November 15, $20 calls. I have sell orders 190, 2, and 210. Isn't it? Yep. Okay, perfect. Common, cool, and collected. Let's go back to the charts. Let's go back to the list. Micron. Yeah, I'm definitely a buyer of Micron. I started buying it. So if you guys are doing it, again, this is not trading advice. This is not investing advice. You know, I mean, you guys caught me live doing it. So this is my entry. Exit is on you. You guys need to figure that out. What else? What else I want to look at? Micron, definitely a buy for me. NVIDIA. Let's see where NVIDIA is at. Yeah, NVIDIA. I mean, you know, that's why I'm going to add a couple more. I mean, my risk is like stock is 120. My risk is like pretty low here, even if you don't have a position. Okay, no problem. Good. Palantir nowhere. Qualcomm nowhere. Triple Q's nowhere. Yeah, then we got a little action after Mr. Powell, and then the open hands showed up. Open hands meaning, you know, those dark pools. So just want to buy. Every pullback is bought, even intraday. Well, we'll see how the day ends. Yeah, I mean, look at that. I mean, 568 to 571, 3-point rally in the S&P 500, 3-point sellout. See that V? See that V? You know, although on the 10-minute, 10-day, we're just snapping back to, we broke that. When was the last time we broke the 10-day? I don't know. I'm a buyer of puts on S&P 500 still, just to protecting my long side. 1 hour, yeah. Yeah, this week is going to be a little bit more volatile than people think it is because of all that data coming out. Let's look at VIX. See, this is mind-numbing to me. VIX VIX down today on a down day. And the VIX is going up on up days, and VIX is going down on down days. It's like, I don't know. Even that's kind of goofy. Although VIX is elevated at 17. So next visit to 20, market will be a lot lower than what it is here. The bug eye robot, Serve Robotics, gave everything back. Hopefully you guys didn't get nailed with that. Oh, I see. NNE down 50 cents to 14.48, but the other one Vic gave me, SMR down 17%. Let's take a look at that. Just because it's down doesn't mean it's a good idea. That's the 60-minute chart. Let's look at the daily chart. Okay, palatable. Pulling back, hit about 13 and change, down to 10 and change, pull back to 10.30. There's no options as SMR, I'm pretty sure. Are there? Oh, there are options on SMR. Okay. Okay. We'll take a look when it gets down there. When it gets down to about 10, 20-ish, I'll take a look at it. Nice chart. Nothing wrong with the chart. A lot, actually, a lot more stable than NNE. NNE is like a little bit wild. Yeah, NNE doesn't have puts. The NNE on Friday hit 1780 from 1040. Yeah, sideways. Patience. Tesla down a little bit. If I had Tesla, I'd lighten up for sure. Uber down 75 cents, nothing. Upstart. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Nothing in the middle of nowhere. Ooh, look at Zim. God dang it. That was the trade, bro. 51 cents. 50 of them I owned. Look at this. Taking out the highs. Gosh. See, and then people are going to say, like, why did you sell early? Look, I doubled and a half my money, and then I got out. Now that'd be like 8x. Yeah. And then when I bought it, it was down here right at the 200, and people go, why are you buying it there? I'm like, yeah, well, that's why I'm buying it there. And I bought it, and hopefully some of you looked at it. Again, none of it is trading or investing advice. I'm going to get to the main screen. I'll get back to this. I have a bunch of orders sitting. Let's see if anything is close to anything getting. Yeah, NVIDIA is 4 cents away. No big deal. Yeah, I need to lower these. I need to lower these S&Ps. Yeah, I'm too high. Wait, I missed it by a second there. Okay, well, let's take this to 50 cents. 50 cents. I'll take 50 cents. And then these are October 4th. I'm selling against my other ones. Let's lower the 68 down to, where are we at? Yeah, 50 cents. Let's go 55, 57, from 68 to 58. 68 to 58. Okay, that's done. And the last one, 75. Not going to go there unless market cracks. Let's go to 65 on that. Okay. Alrighty. So orders are adjusted. Let's call, they're 40 cents. Yeah, I need the market to sell off for them to get executed. They're down to 38 cents. I can always add to my puts, existing puts, but I have 15 days this week. If it happens, happens. If it doesn't, I'll roll them. I'll either take a little hit or a little profit wherever they're at. These are the longs. 565s. Yeah. Yeah, I had like a $500 profit, and I have like a $600 loss. It's okay. Again, remember what I said on Friday, equity trading. Equity is what matters. If you had $1, tomorrow you have $1.10, that's equity. It doesn't matter what the position did internally. You got to trade equity when you have a trading account. All right. Yeah, man, this market's just strong. They just whoosh it. Good volume comes in on the downside. On shit volume, they'll rally the heck out of it. And that's the dark pools that they're just sitting there. Oh, these are my sell orders. Okay, that's fine. Let's look at one more time, and then I'll get to the front screen and answer some questions. 1805 on sleep number. Hain 865. Come on, Hain. Give me like 920 this week. Let me sell my lottery tickets to some other schmuck. Micron. Of course, bought it. I have 5 options. November 115 calls. I'm going back to the old highs, people. You're going to go, why'd you buy those? Because that's how much premium I want to risk. Yeah. Okay. Micron, I may have to adjust. I may have to buy some more. I bet 260. They're 266. Let's buy 5 more. 268, and then I have 268. Okay, now I got 10. And then I got orders all the way from 52.45, 37, 88, 7, 8 cents. I paid 260, 268. I'll end up 25 if it sells off. It's in my buy range. What am I expecting? I'll take a look at the chart and tell you guys. It's pulled back about 12 points from the high when the earnings came out. Okay. This is the 2-minute chart. Let's not pay too much attention to that. Let's look at the 10-minute chart. 10-minute chart is right on VWAP, right about 102.5. So you guys are going to go, why'd you buy it here? Well, I started buying it here. And then let's look at the 60-minute. This is intraday. Intraday, I'm not paying too much attention. Intraday VWAP is at 100. So my buy point between 100 and 102.5 is correct. I can't tell where the bottom exactly going to be. I don't know. That's why I scale in. That's why I scale out. That's why I bought the Novembers, to give me some time. The all high being 115. I don't even need this to get back to 115. If this thing rallies to 110, these options will double. Okay. So, easy way of playing this is this way. And on the dailies, yeah, I mean, it's doing exactly what I thought. It cleared out all the resistance about 111. Huge volume day on the upside with the earnings. Now pulling back. 50 days about 100. 200 days about 102.5, 103. Yeah, not a great setup, but this is a buy on dip setup, and I will. And that's how that's how you decide on what to do. Sleep number I'm keeping. But if it rallies more today to maybe 19, I'll be selling. Lunar, I think 808, no big deal. Okay. NVIDIA position, nothing serious. I only have 4 of those. Spiders, yeah, nothing, honestly. Manic Monday got a little exciting. We're selling off a little bit, maybe double top. Okay, I'm gonna let me sell those. Yeah, I need the market really to sell off hard for me to get those 555s off. See, I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to you guys, but I know this is what I do when I'm trading. I talk to myself, not externally, obviously, but I'm just verbalizing what I'm thinking. Okay, let's back to the front screen. Let's see if you guys have any questions. Okay. Questions. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Oh, look at all these questions. Okay, let's see. And then I'll go back to the charts. I'm here until probably another half hour. Okay. Chris says no. Thank you, Chris. Concentrate on the juicy cherries of life when you can find them, Sergio. Exactly, Mr. Gambit. Mr. Gambit is the #1 sniper in LA when it comes to cherries. He's the cherry sniper. I gotta put this up. See? This is it right here. Right here. And by the way, what happened? She got accepted to a nice, decent school. She's on her 3rd year already. She's a teacher's or they call it TA now, teacher's assistant already. She's making money. She's teaching older people than her, making like $30 an hour at school. See what I mean? All that stress that they put me through for 6 months before she got accepted was for nothing. And then that's why I refuse to take those things down. The stress is chasing you already. You don't need to say chase stress. Concentrate on the juicy cherries of life when you can find them, Sergio. Exactly. That's what I do. Never complain what I don't have, but happy as hell when I have it and find it. You know what? Maybe I'll add this sentence to that board. Well done, Mr. Gambit. I don't know you watch real football. Real football is the round ball. What is it? Of course I watch real football. I used to bet a lot on, well, I'm not going to say it. What's causing it? More context. What's causing what? Stress? I don't know. We're all human. Oh, the sell-off? Yeah, no, just, the algos, it's just all these days, everything is manipulated. Is the market saying the Fed is lying? Yeah. Well, not yet. Obviously, short term for like 8 minutes there it did. But Fed is definitely gaslighting. I mean, for sure, you all are getting gaslit. If you guys watch any of the content on the channel, you're all being gaslit. We're all being gaslit. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. But all global Federal Reserve central banks are cutting interest rates. Go look and read history. When did the all global Federal Reserves or central banks cut rates? When stuff is bad. Nobody cuts rates when stuff is good. When stuff is good, they raise rates. So Fed has been lying forever. Don't believe a word of things they say. That's why you become successful. You don't believe a word they say. There you go. Good for you. Go get it. Vic says yes. Plus it's October, so hang on to your chairs. Yes. Well, it doesn't matter. Okay. Vic says it's okay if you talk to yourself, but you answer it there. If you answer it there. Well, no, I'm not trying to convince myself of what I'm doing is right. What I'm trying to say is that I'm just verbalizing it out loud of what I'm thinking. Okay. There you go. See, in what business can you do this, Mojotronics? Don't complain, man. Listen to this. Read this one. I put this up right here. Make this your new Bible right here. Concentrate on the juicy cherries of life when you can find them. That's what I do. Never complain what I don't have, but happy as hell when I do have it and find it. There you go. Mojotronics. Done. Okay, more questions? No more questions? Okie dokie. I talk to myself in my head, and then now I'm talking to you guys because you guys are here. Deliveries here pay more? Absolutely. Well, then no, not necessarily. Okay, let's not talk about that stuff here. But deliveries definitely pay more dollars per mile, and thankfully to the tips, because without tips there's nothing in deliveries, which I did this week. I knew that, but I definitely figured that out. But the frequency is not there on deliveries. I mean, unless you have DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, everything open, and then maybe you can do a little bit better. But rideshare will make you more money, but you'll drive more miles. Okay, let's look at my charts again. Okie dokie. Are you in LA, Mojotronics? No. Are you? I don't know. I don't know. Well, we'll talk about that on Thursday. The members only. Okay, people, grab a membership, please. Thursday, first one. In fact, I may put you all on in your own little boxes. I think StreamYard allows, I don't know, 10 or 15 people to come on. So, up there. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Oh, it sold off a little bit. Okay, cool. Maybe I'll get my mic on. Let's see how close we are to all these madness of orders we got sitting here. 41, 42. We must have got up to 45. I'll lower those. I'm not going to lower it. I'm just going to leave it where they are. NVIDIA's 120. I got two at 280 to buy. Okay. They're 287, 288, 290, so I need a little bit more of a pullback on that one. Micron. I paid 261 and 268. I have 10 of them. My cost is 264. They're at 271, 275. So I'm up 92 bucks. You guys want me to day trade? Take the $100? Oh, we'll decide on that in half an hour. Well, you know what? I'll let you guys decide on that next half hour. Let's see. If we're up right now, I'm up 77 now. Lunar 806. Buck 10. Oh, the overall P&L is adjusting for mark to market. Is that what's happening, Vic? Because I took a profit on Friday and they're like $1.50 or something on these. These are the ones I have, by the way, are November $9 call options. They're $1.10. My cost is 99.81 cents. And sleep number. Yeah, I'll just keep it. All right. So on Micron, which we just opened, I got 10 calls with a cost of $263. I'm up $112. So we'll get back to Micron before I log off, and you guys will give me a thumbs up for sell now or thumbs down for keep now. Or no, we don't do that. Thumbs up, thumbs down is bad. We'll put 1 for sell, 2 for keep, and then I'll take your decision. I'll accept your decisions. If you guys believe that, then I have a bridge to sell. I'm not selling these, but then I want to hear your guys' opinion anyway. I bought it at the right place. I can't catch the low. I can't sell the high. I wanted to buy. Okay, I bought 10 options, so I spent about $2,650. I'll buy if it's turning here, it keeps going higher. I will average up because a lot of people go like buy low, sell high. I'm like, no, buy high, sell higher. Okay, because buy low, sell high is difficult to do. Because how do you know it's low? That's why I put in those scaling orders because I don't know if 102.5 is going to be the low on Micron and it's going to, like some magic potion power, it's going to turn from there and then just rally. How do I know that? I don't know. I'm hoping, but I don't know. But then it's in my range, so that's why I scale in, I scale out. And so here's the chart. Here's the 2-minute chart. So that happened to be the low. Okay, cool. All right, fine. Now it's at 103 and change. This is the 2-minute chart. I'm willing to buy more, but if it goes higher from here with 10 options, I'm willing to make a grand. I'm willing to make a grand or more. I don't know. November 115s I bought. Okay. And I have more buy orders. And my position is right up here. So 264 price, 277, up 5%. Hey, Vic, can I change this to see the dollar amount in this when I open this little position box? I bet I can, but I don't know how. So it shows my quantity, it shows my trade price, average. It shows the mark to market. It shows the P. Oh, it is here. What am I doing, man? It's just idiot. So I'm up $127 on that. So you guys will decide what to do, what I should do. I already know what I'm going to do. I have enough puts to cover all of this long exposure, so I'm not worried. Again, it's an equity game. It ain't directional. Okay. Yeah, I want to sell those short-dated puts, man. I want to lower my cost. October is never a good month. Like, actually, October, like the worst month for the markets. But after that, we got elections. This is different a little October because we got elections coming up. That's the problem. Yeah, if this thing rolls over a little bit here, 555. I couldn't believe they were 60 cents. I knew they were too high. Shit. I should have sold them. Market right there, 60 cents. Where are you going to get 60 cents? I mean, the index has to get to 554.40 for them to be worth anything. Somebody's paying me 60 cents. That's when you sell premium. Could it happen overnight? Of course it could. But then I'm long the 565s. Who cares? I should have sold them. Should have, would have, could have. I can still, I mean, if we roll over here, I can still do it. That's why you're scaling. We'll leave those alone. Woulda, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Don't play that game either. That adds to your stress. All right. Let's look at some more questions. We zoom. Fingers crossed. Vic says, I think you can. Oh, I figured it out. It's already there. All right. So any other questions? Anything else going on? You guys have any stock ideas for me? No? It's one way? Come on now. Give me some stock ideas. Come on now. All right. I reluctantly was looking at those what do you call it? Lithium stocks, because Elon said so. I didn't buy anything, thank God. But so I'm lightening up on my long-term Kava position. I'm really cautious now, kind of balanced. Let's look at Lunar 805. Yeah, I'll buy more. Not worried. I like the chart. Okay. Spiders. You know, I haven't looked at we sold something. What did we sell? No, we bought something. We bought the NVIDIAs at 280. Okay, now we got 6. Okay. Cool. We got 6 NVIDIAs now, huh? It's all balancing things out, people. Don't freak out. Upstart, nowhere. I want to sell those short-dated puts today. S&P 500, 555s. No, man, market just doesn't want to go down. You know, it just doesn't. They peg it at 570, and that's what they do. They just buyers galore. But buyers will not be there when they're not there. But you got to be there then. So don't anticipate moves. So today's lessons: stress, pre-stress, during event stress, post-event stress. Don't do it. You will live a lot less. Doesn't mean you're insensitive to other people's needs or whatever, but put it aside. Okay, there's already stress in life. Okay, let's look at the chart one more time, because you guys are not asking me any questions. You guys are not giving me any stock ideas. What am I supposed to do? Watch myself? Yeah, it just gets to 570. Dark pool shows up, scoops it up, and then they go, never mind. Well, okay. We'll see. This cannot keep going on this way. But then, who am I? Yeah, when MACD rolls over, within, if it rolls over, right about here, we may get a pullback to 565, which is the 20 EMA, which is the old high, and which will be support. That's when I get out of the puts. Really. I mean, that's what we're looking at here. That's how strong the market's at. And then 555, why am I selling the 555s against my 565s? It's because it's the, 555.54. It's the 50 EMA. That's why I'm selling the 555s, because that's going to be the next level of support if 565 is broken. So it's all got method to the madness. And then if it happens by Friday, great. My 565s will be like $12. I own them at 475, right? Okay. Well, that's why you do what you do. And then we'll see where it goes. Not complicated. Sleep number, nowhere. 1780. NVIDIA. Nothing. We'll have 6 of them now. Okay, I have 6 of them. Average cost 371. Down about 327 on that position, no problem. Somebody asked me, do you want to short Zim? I go like, are you out of your mind? Why would I? They go, oh, I had an email. They go like, oh, because you left so much money at the table. And I go, I'd like bought them at 50 cents, sold them at $1.10, $1.20. Okay. Within a couple days. Okay, now they are $7. 12x. Okay. But that doesn't, mean that I should go short it now, revenge trade it, saying, oh yeah, no, it's gonna go back down. I'm like, no. Even if it does go back down, I cleaned out the last all high at 23.80, 24, the triple top right here. It's just going to pull back to that. I'd rather wait until it pulls back to that instead of shorting it, and then for the next leg up, participate upward, onward. A lot of this is simple. Maybe it's simple to me. I don't know. Yeah, don't make it complicated, people. ASTS I missed. Micron 103. Yeah, I have 10. All right, people. I have 10, and I have $12 profit now. I had $120 profit. Now I have $12. Now I have $7 profit as a keeper, regardless of the profit. I hope it goes back to 100 so I can buy a decent position. But what's a decent position? I'll probably, let's see, dollar amounts, right? So I'll risk 6% of portfolio value, maybe $7,000. I put in 25, 26, maybe $7,000 if it pulls back. And if it doesn't, I'll have 10. That's why you start a position. You may not be at the bottom, but then if it gives you a chance tomorrow, the next day, scale in October. These are October 115 calls. Now, some of you may say, why didn't you buy the 100s? They're way deep in the money. Why would I spend that kind of money? I don't have that kind of conviction on this. It's not like A plus setup. It's like a B minus B setup. This is buying on dip after a catalyst. There's a gap looking at me. Gaps happen. What happens to gaps? Vic knows the answer. Gaps get filled. They don't have to get filled right away, but at some point they get filled. Look at this gap right here, right? It didn't get filled forever. Well, then it got filled on the way down. So gaps do get filled. It doesn't have to be. Gaps not getting filled on after the first gap, by the way, is a great sign of strength. If this goes now and fills the gap and goes all the way down to the 50 EMA, 20 EMA, which is at 96.20, it's a bad position. I will take my loss. That's why I bought the 115s, because it's not an A setup. If this was like an A plus setup, I would have bought at the monies to participate the most. Meaning it has the most delta. You guys learned the Greeks yet? Please read your books. Delta, gamma, theta. You guys learning? Theta, please. I don't want to talk to myself when I talk about that. Lunar, sideways, no problem. I'm enjoying it. Actually, it may be one of these things. It'll give me a chance to build a really decent position in this. LUNR. Certain things on pullbacks are buys, obviously. Then we'll put the 2-minute S&P up. See where things are in. Yeah, look at that. Just 571. Both hands open, algos are waiting to buy, and then there is the last 15 minutes of the day algo, by the way. It's always a buyer, scooping shit up, always. And I'm like, okay. I mean, today turned into an absolute Manic Monday. Yeah, there was some action in between, so I was right about Manic Monday. Last day of the quarter, by the way, right? Today's the 30th, right? Yeah, October. Yeah, last day of the quarter. A lot of adjustment is going to happen. A lot of volume will be thrown around at the end of the day. And then stocks will have some freedom tomorrow and the next day to move. Today, they're pegging everything into options. There's just a lot of shit going on today. Yeah. That was that one little excitement after the Fed speak. Jerome. Jerome Pinocchio, I call him, not Jerome Powell. With gaslight and lie so much. And then right back. Yeah, it's just Manic Monday. S&P down nothing, down 70 cents. Nothing. Literally is down 0. Not even 1%. 0.0 nothing, honestly. Manic Monday. So come back on Wednesday. Hopefully we'll have, well, I gave you guys, okay, you know what? I'm going to finish with two things. First of all, members only live stream coming up October 3rd. Grab a membership. If you haven't gotten one, you will get notifications. So it'll be more of a informal face-to-face. I will be able to put you guys on a screen, and it'll be like a tutoring, mentoring session. You can ask me questions, share screens, and things like that. The next, every 2 weeks, that's going to happen with the members. Let's look at the economic data that's coming out. If you follow the kind of geeky stuff I follow. So Fed Powell spoke, Fed Chair Powell's, Pinocchio Powell spoke. Nothing. It's a little sell-off, a little rally, nothing. Tomorrow, ISM manufacturing data, that could be market mover. So if the ISM manufacturing is going the other way, meaning manufacturing, whatever we have manufacturing in this country left, by the way, is getting weaker, that means interest rate cuts are justified, right? So you need to know. Then there's JOLTS data, JOLTS job data tomorrow as well. So Fed definitely pays attention to that. So you guys got to pay attention to that. Wednesday, ADP non-farm employment data. That's important because it doesn't include the farmer payrolls. So that's like what's happening in major cities and things like that. The important one is Thursday, initial jobless claims, and September jobs report is Friday. So Thursday, Friday, definitely expect some fireworks at the opening. Definitely up or down. Yeah. So it's going to be kind of an interesting week. So you guys will be here on Wednesday, 10 a.m. Pacific. I did it 11 today because I had a call that went a lot longer than I thought, but I thought it would. Wednesday, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Please share. Please thumbs up. Please like. I need the channel to grow faster than it's growing. I really think I'm putting out good info, man. Okay, so those microns, now I have a loss on it probably. Yeah, $8 loss. That's okay. I have orders sitting. To scale, and I'll get filled hopefully. So I want to build a decent position there. Yeah, Hain 860. Come on, give me like 925. Let me quadruple those lotto tickets. What do I have on NVIDIA? Nothing. Okay. Pretty much all I wanted to do today. Yeah, nothing. Manic Monday will end up being Manic Monday unless some ridiculous things happen at the close, which I doubt it will. So with that said, I'm going to go to the front screen, answer some more questions in 5 minutes. I will say goodbye and see you guys on Wednesday. And don't forget, Thursday is the first members only live stream, 10 a.m. Pacific. I will send out notification for that. Actually, yeah, I will send out. Yeah, I'll just send out put the same thumbnail, but notification will only go to members, not to the regular folks. So if you want to participate in those, grab a membership. Okie dokie. Learning VWAP MACD chart analysis. Okay. WGS. So now you guys are asking me. WGS, is that a stock? Row C? Let's take a look. I'll ask Daniel's questions as well. Any chance for a quick explanation on the function of MACD graph? Okay. IOW, still learning in, okay. So I'll get back and answer those questions. We'll look at WGS and Alibaba. You guys can see the screen, I hope. Alibaba, I talked about it, but you were late, Daniel. But then I'll do a little rundown. WGS. What is WGS? Genedex Holdings. Okay. Beautiful. What is there not to like? Uptrend. If you own it, keep it. You move your stops up to 35 to 38 range. Nothing not to like about it. Beautiful uptrend. Good looking chart. Add it to my list. Let's look at Baba. Baba, no, I wouldn't buy it here. I already said it. I actually lightened up at 108 in my long-term portfolio. I own it at 75. I mean, it's become parabolic, Daniel. When things go parabolic, you need to be really careful. But it's happening because the Chinese PBOC cut the interest rates by 50 basis points, which was totally unexpected. And there are a lot of shorts in Alibaba, by the way. It caught them by surprise. So today it's putting a key reversal day in. It was as high as 112. Now it's about 106. I'm definitely a buyer of Alibaba anywhere starting at add to the position. I didn't sell everything. I sold the third position. I will add to Alibaba. Let's go 82 110, so 15.95. Start looking at 95 for sure. 95 98 range. Nothing not to like, and I liked it for a while. And if you look at Alibaba on a long-term basis, and if you're going to DCA, dollar cost average, into Alibaba is cheap here, extremely cheap. Going back 3 years, Alibaba 180. Going back more, it's like a $300 number, I think. Yeah, Alibaba was a $320 number. It's just getting going. I mean, if the Chinese keep cutting rates, weekly MACD is turning up above its weekly 20, and then it found resistance on the weekly chart right at the 200 EMA. This is 10 years going backwards. I like Alibaba. I think it'll be one of these major moves coming up right here. I'm like circling, highlighting. It just started going, but at the moment, I would just kind of, if you're not trading, long-term investing, DCA, dollar cost averaging, definitely start buying at 100, and then, every Monday maybe add $50 worth or something, dollar cost average, because I think stock is on its way up to at least, I don't know, again, not recommendation, trading advice, probably 180 to 200. There's a serious double left here. And I've been saying this since 75 when I started the channel. You guys can go back and watch it. So that would be my suggestion on Alibaba. It's a beautiful chart, overextended, short term, but any pullback to 95, definitely I'm back in. Now, actually, I will start trading this with options because I know now that a clear uptrend is established, any pullback When I say any, I mean appreciable pullback. Obviously hit 112 today. So if it gets down to 95, that's a 17-point pullback, just like Micron got up to 114. Now 103 or whatever it is. So definitely these are buy on dips kind of trades. Not the best setups, because Alibaba was a great setup because it went sideways forever, and then it turned up at 75, 80, break out, right? That's the A+ setup for me. These buy on dips are not perfect setups. They're good setups. They're B setups because they're strong trends established. So you're just going within the trend. But yeah, on Alibaba, definitely. If you're going to dollar cost average, hold it for a while. Start buying at like 98 to 100, add at 95, and that's DCA all the way. So I wouldn't, if you don't have a trading mind, actually. So let's talk a little bit about those. Could be other two questions. So I answered that one. There you go. See, I like this right here. I'm still learning technicals and their functions. Don't get buried with technicals too much. As you guys can see, my charts are naked. I have a couple of indicators which I look at just to figure out if I'm going with the trend or counter trend. But don't get bogged down with all that. Knew nothing. Yeah, exactly. A month from now, you'll be better. A month from now, you'll be better. Rome wasn't built in a day. Your thumbs up to you, sir. Seriously. You've been here from the first day. Tahoe King says, any chance for a quick explanation of the function of MACD graph? Yeah, MACD stands for moving average convergence divergence line. So it smooths out, moving averages on the stock, and it kind of throws you a buy and sell signals. And then if you look at a MACD is obviously they're all lagging indicators. So MACD is going to make sure that you're going with the trend, right? And MACD, you got to also make sure it's above the zero line, because what happens on MACD, it fluctuates like under the zero line, up and down on a massive downtrend. Like I'll give you guys an example, okay? Let's look at a difference in two different MACDs on the chart. See, I like these types of questions. So you guys will see the picture. Picture's worth 1,000 words. So look at Micron, right? So MACD crossed to the downside, and it kept you out of trouble all this time, right? And you just got to be patient with MACD. I mean, you can't be like a day trader and look at MACD, although you can look at MACD on a stochastics or MACD on a 2-minute chart, but I wouldn't do it. So let's look at an uptrend, like a really great uptrending stock, like let's say Carvana. Look at the MACD, okay? And look at some horribly downtrending stock like Celsius. Okay. All right. So this is Celsius. This has been downtrending. Stock is 31 now, still going down. So the MACD signal on this one came right on that huge leg down day, right? And it's keeping you out forever. Now, this is the zero line, okay? The middle. Once it goes above zero, you need to just leave this alone to die. Because what will happen is that underneath zero, you will have these little rallies. See all these rallies that are just staying under zero, and what is happening to the stock? Because if you bought every time it crossed, you didn't have enough time. I bought 5 more microns at 252. Fantastic. What happens is that the buy signals are not strong enough because it's under zero, and next time it sells, stock is a lot lower. So now you just got to stay away until it goes above zero. But on the other hand, on Carvana, okay, Carvana started way back here somewhere in the 10s and 20s. It was just like Celsius, is under zero, under zero, under zero. And then it moved above zero. The first buy signal came like at 30, 32 bucks, right? Above zero, pulls back to the zero, above zero, pulls back to zero, above, pulls back to zero, above. And look what the stock is doing. Higher highs, higher lows. Do you guys see what I'm saying about MACD? So for it to be above zero value says there's an established downtrend, and below zero value, there's above zero value, established uptrend. And within the uptrend, stock goes from 30 to 172, right? Every time it turns up, you can confidently buy, because it's above zero, you can confidently buy within the uptrend. Okay. And conversely, if it's below zero, every time it rolls down, you can confidently sell or short that underlying equity. So first look at if it's above or below zero. But first move above zero line is a really, really important one on MACD to pay attention to. So I hope I answered your. Hey, I hope I answered your question. If not, sorry, get a membership. Join me on Thursday. I'll explain more. Okay. More. Okay. Let's look at is it a good time to look at Alibaba? I answered that one. Danny. No, sorry. I answered it already. Happy to do it. Tahoe King says, watch time. Which time frame do you usually use for short-term trading and also for long-term investing? I saw it in one of your previous videos and forgot. Okay, well, that's your problem. For short-term trading, swing trading, right? I use 20 EMA, 50 EMA, 200 EMA, MACD, RSI maybe, relative strength index, volume for sure, and pick my spots, right? Keep it simple, stupid, really. For long-term investing, I look at setups like Alibaba had. I look at setups like Sleep Number had. I look at setup meaning much higher in the previous life, comes down, basis for a year, basis for 2 years, just breaking out. Those are the setups. On those, I don't even look at indicators. I just look at the chart. It's breaking out on decent volume. Is there a catalyst? And then you'll just make up your mind as you go along. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. So let's one last look at the position. So you guys know, I update the position. I think I bought 5 more microns, which is great. Now I have 15, I think. All right. So let's look at the positions. All right. So what do we have here? The puts, long puts I have are 425. Yeah, I'm trying to sell those puts, but they're down to 37 cents. Yeah, that was boneheaded. I should have sold it right then and there. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. The Nvidia's 280. Okay, no change. I own 6 of them, so I'm long 15. I'm long 300 Hain Celestial, October 18th, $10 calls. Lotto to get 5 cents a piece. Only put 1,500 in it. Nothing major. If they go to the wall, not concerned. You guys will, if you're taking notes, then you will take notes on Wednesday what I change tomorrow and the next day until I come on live again at 10 a.m. 15 long, 565 puts, October 18th. Trying to sell this week's Friday 555s. I had a chance. I missed it. I have 6 long Nvidia calls with a cost of 371. Those are October expiration, October 18th. 125. Stock is 119. So I have a $348 loss there. On the long puts, I have a $850 loss, which is no problem because, one, they're protecting my portfolio. Number two, what they're doing, I sold last week's calls, and then those calls down to 36 cents. Last week, I sold them with 3 days to go. They're still overvalued, I think, and we'll just lower it to 40 cents, take them 40 more cents, lower my cost on the long puts, probably, hopefully, by the end of the day, in the next half hour. Micron, I have 15 options now with a cost of 259.8, so 260, let's say. They're at 250, so I'm $118 down on those. I have orders sitting. What do I have orders sitting on Micron? I have 5 more at 245. We're at 251. So if it goes down another 50, 60 cents, I'll get it. And I have 5 more sitting at 237. Fine. So I want to build 25 options with a cost of 25 times 25 is what? 62.50. And as I said, I want to put about 7%, which is about 8 grand. So if it goes lower tomorrow, I'll get a little more tomorrow. And last but not least, I have Lunar open 5 at 5. Lunar is at 807, 808. Nothing happening there. I'm up 250 on that position. So overall, today's PNL is minus 224. Nothing important. And I have sleep numbers. Stock is 1788. I have 30 calls November 20s with a cost of 90 cents. And I have 25 lunar November 9s with a cost of 99 cents. They're $1.05, $1.15, nothing. But I have orders sitting on that one, and I have sell orders sitting on that one on Sleep Number. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I will be back on Wednesday. Let's see. 240, 230. Let's lower the microns from 245 to 240. Now it's about every 10 cents. Really get in there now. And 230. So I'm lowering them to 240, 230, 220. I will add 5 more at 220 if it happens today. If it doesn't, then tomorrow I will look at it again. These microns may be sold by the time I get back with you guys on Wednesday. As if it bounces here like 3-4 points, they will go up 50-60%. But I'm hoping to buy a full position before that happens. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna get back to the main screen, say goodbye, stay healthy, stay safe. Okay, nothing more. All right, much love. Be safe. See you guys Wednesday, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, Trading with Sergio. First members only live stream, 60-minute live stream, which I'm going to ask Chris how to do that, but I think we can let on 10 people at a time on. So I want to see your faces. I want to see who you guys look like. And that's on Thursday, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Members only live stream. 2 of those I'm going to do every month extra. And then we'll see how it goes. Okie dokie. Much love. Make money. Stay calm. Don't stress about things out of your control. Stay calm. Stay calm. See you Wednesday.